What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support, and greetings to my brothers and sisters all the way from Caribbean country. So guys, in today's video I want us to talk about what it is happening in Canada. And the government of Canada, it has stopped an extended visa to all Caribbean countries, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, all those Caribbean countries. It has stopped their extended visa. Not only the Caribbean country, also the African country. It has all stopped the African country an extended visa from African country and all black Caribbean country. So guys, watch this video, then I'll be back with more comment.
Canada has stopped the extension of visas to all Caribbean islands: Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Barbados, Trinidad, Antigua, Barbuda, Dominica, you name it. All African countries, South Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, you name it. They have stopped extending visas. No more extension of visas for these countries, African countries and the Caribbean countries, my friends. And I say African countries and Caribbean countries because these are the places that are most affected by this new policy by Canada, which was introduced a few days ago.
Canada is turning away more people at its borders and approving fewer visas, according to new government data obtained by Reuters. The new data showing a crackdown at the country's border comes as there is a growing dissatisfaction from Canadians in how Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's Liberal government has been handling immigration, with next year being an election year. According to the data, in July, Canada rejected a record 5,853 foreign travelers, students, workers, and tourists, marking the highest number since at least January of 2019. Border officers also deemed 285 visa holders inadmissible in July, another record high. The average monthly rejections for the first 7 months of 2024 reached 3,727, a 20% increase from the previous year. Immigration data shows that in June, the ratio of refused visitor visa applications was the highest since the pandemic began. Approvals for study and work permits have also declined from previous highs. The Canadian government is feeling pressure after polling suggests people believe the country is admitting too many immigrants, and that is exacerbating their housing shortage and driving up prices. Canada's immigration minister, Mark Miller, says Canadians want a system that is not out of control. His spokesperson attributed the drop in study permit approvals to a new cap announced earlier this year. A spokesperson for the Canada Border Services Agency said that changes in the number of people getting turned away could be due to shifting migration patterns or policy updates, though no specific policy changes were mentioned. The spokesperson emphasized that the CBSA's approach to whether someone is admissible or not remains the same.
If you're planning to japa to Canada, now you have to research about the new reforms that have been carried out by the Canadian government towards the immigration policies. Recently, Canada has made several significant changes to its immigration policies. Now, the Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, has announced a reduction in the number of temporary foreign workers allowed in Canada. This decision aims to address unemployment among immigrants and young people. Now, basically, when I heard him talk, they're basically trying to promote Canadians to work. They're trying to encourage businesses to employ Canadians, more of Canadians rather than temporary workers. The Canadian government have also put an end to temporary public policy for work permits. The policy that earlier allowed visitors to apply for work permits from within Canada has been terminated. This policy was initially introduced during the COVID-19 pandemic to help visitors who couldn't leave the country. Okay, now this policy have been terminated. So if you're going to go to Canada now, you have to research further to understand whether their new immigration laws and their new immigration policies is going to favor you, because a whole lot have changed.
We no longer need as many temporary foreign workers. We need Canadian businesses to invest in training and technology and not increasing their reliance on low-cost foreign labor. It's not fair to Canadians struggling to find a good job, and it's not fair to those temporary foreign workers, some of whom are being mistreated and exploited. We are tightening the rules and restricting eligibility to reduce the number of low-wage temporary foreign workers in Canada, with exceptions in certain industries like healthcare, construction, and food security. So to those who would complain about worker shortages, here's my message. There is no better time to hire and invest in Canadian workers.
Are you considering broader changes, maybe limiting immigration, permanent residence, other streams to kind of restore some balance to the labor market?
These are ongoing conversations that we're having that we're taking extremely seriously. This fall, we'll be presenting for the first time an immigration's levels plan that doesn't just talk about permanent residence, but also talks about temporary residents, whether it's foreign workers or others. Over the next 90 days, we'll be looking at the higher wage streams of temporary workers, and we'll be looking at unemployment rates and opportunities to make further adjustments over the course of this fall as we come forward with comprehensive level plans that'll respond to the reality that Canada's facing now and in years and decades to come.
Now let me explain. I will explain the process and what they stopped. But Canada has stopped the visa extension for countries that looks like me and you. We know in European countries you could travel visa-free to Canada. Americans can travel visa-free to Canada. Australia, New Zealand can go to Canada visa-free. But what Canada stopped is the work permit. For example, the extension of tourist visas into work permit. Now let me explain that. Previous to a few days ago, residents from Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Kenya, Uganda, South Africa, Nigeria could go to Canada on a tourist visa, and while in Canada they could have extended their visa into a working visa and stay in Canada and work. But the government of Canada a few days ago stopped all of that because they complain that they're getting too many people that looks like me and you coming to Canada. Too many people from Jamaica, Nigeria, Kenya, some other Caribbean islands coming to Canada on a tourist visa and then extending to work in Canada. Now Canada has always been open for immigration. They has always been welcoming because they said they're trying to build up their economy. I guess they would have built up their economy already, so they don't need us anymore, my friends. So they would have put in this rule in place a few days ago, and it is now law. So you cannot go to Canada anymore on a tourist visa and then stay in the country and change that tourist visa into a working visa and stay in Canada. If you travel to Canada on a tourist visa, you have to come out of the country and then apply for a working visa to get back into Canada. And we know to get a work visa is not easy, my friends. They will ask you your bank statement, how many children you have, how many property you have, thousands, a lot of questions they would ask you. Not thousands of questions, but it seems like they would be asking you thousands of questions, my friends, because the amount of questions, the amount of documentation that you will have to get in order to get a working visa, for some it will be impossible. So what a lot of people from Jamaica used to do, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Nigeria, Kenya, Ghana used to do. What our people used to do is to go to Canada on a tourist visa, and then while in Canada they would extend their visa into a working visa. Some would go to Canada on a tourist visa, and then some would, while in Canada, they would seek refugee status. They would change their visa into a working visa. Once they're in the country, they don't come out. But that is no longer the case, my friends. Canada is saying you cannot do that anymore. You're either coming on a tourist visa or you're coming on a working visa. And if you're in the country on a tourist visa, you could no longer extend your visa into a working visa, my friend.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video from our brother. He has come out and informed us of what it is happening in Canada. And he has come out and say the government of Canada, it has stopped and extended visa to all black country, not only to those country in the Caribbean, not only to the black country in the Caribbean, also here in Africa, all African country. The Canada, it has stopped and extended visa to all black people. So guys, I want to comment on what it is going on in this Canada, and not only in Canada, also in the white man's country. The other day we saw that UK, they were protesting against their government because they were telling the government that all black people, they need to go back to their country. They all want their country back. They don't want no more black immigration in their country. So they were requesting that the government should chase away the black immigrants who are coming in their country, simply because they feel like these black people, these black immigrants who they are coming in their country, they're taking away their jobs. They are becoming more successful than them in their own country, and that's why they came and protest against their government, and they were chanting on the street, "We want our country back." Simply means that all black immigrants who are in their country should go away. And also, this is another move that Canada, it has come to implement in their country by stopping an extended visa to all black immigrants who are coming in their country. That it was easy for black immigrants to come in Canada, and when they have managed to come in Canada, they will, if they want to work in Canada, it will become for them very easy to them to get a working visa in Canada. But the Canada government, it has come to know that these people, they are coming in our country with a tourist visa, and then after reaching in our country, they are now extending their visa to be a working visa so that they can work in our country. So they have cancelled that, and they have made it very, very difficult for us black people, because if you want to go and work in Canada, you will need to come back here in Africa or in your country so that you can apply a working visa in Canada. And also it will not be very easy for you to apply a working visa, because as our brother here has come out and say, they will ask you a lot of questions. They will need you to provide a bank statement, your details, full details about you, and it will be somehow becoming very difficult for you to be able to get a job in Canada by applying it using a working visa. And this is to tell you that these people, they have made this way because they are also feeling like this they are experiencing a lot of black people in their country. You have seen that video of whereby we have this guy who has come out and say the Canada, it is stopping the immigrant people to come in their country simply because they are feeling like most of immigrants, they are taking their jobs. Most of immigrants, they are becoming more successful. Most of the black immigrants, they are having more opportunity than even their local people. And also, they want to stop a more immigrant to come in their country, because they want to encourage their people to work very hard. But for me, I keep on wondering, there is no need of you stopping immigrant people to come in your country to work so that you can encourage your people to work. No, if you guys you are lazy, you are lazy. Yeah, if you are lazy, you are lazy. And also, I know these white people, they cannot do without black people. Yeah, these white people, they depend so much to the black people. Look at this country. Who built this country? They're the black people. Black people build America. Black people build the UK. Black people build the Canada. So all these are money country, all these white man country, the people who build, they are the black people. And the black people, we are known of working hard. We are known of having the strength to work very hard. And this is because you guys, you depend so much to black people. And right now, you want to chase black people in your land because you feel like these people, they will be taking over your country. They are having more jobs. They are becoming successful in your country than your local citizen. This is one of the reasons to why you are trying so hard to kick out and to stop a black immigrant to come back in your country. And for me, I keep on wondering, why do you stop only black immigrant to your country? Why don't you even stop the white people, the Chinese, the Indian? Why only black people? This is to tell you that these people, they don't want black in their own country. These people, they don't want black in their own country. They don't want to see us black people becoming more successful. They don't want to see us black people rising. And also, I really love what our brother here has come out and say. And also, guys, if you can find time, you can go to his YouTube channel. He's called Bijon, and subscribe to his YouTube channel because he's teaching more about black history, and also he's talking more about Jamaica. So our brother here has come out and say, right now, it is now the right time for us African people to come together and build our country. Simply because we as black people, we have been known for going out in the United. We believe in the American dream. We believe that we can make it when we are in this white man's country. Yeah, majority of us, we believe that when we'll go to Canada, when I will go to UK, United States, I'll be having more money, I'll be living the life that I want. I mean this dream that you are having it. Also, you can do it while you are here in Africa. You can do it while you are in the Caribbean. So stop having this American and the UK and the Canada dream. You need to work. You need to make your government to create more job opportunity so that we as black people, we can depend on our country. We should not depend on others' country. We as black people, we need to create more jobs. Our African leaders, they need to create more jobs. We need to build our country so that we can stop depending on these people in terms of job opportunity. And also, our brother here has come out and say, Africa, we have a lot of resources. The Caribbean also, they have a lot of resources. Why should we as our leaders create more jobs so that we cannot go into these people? And also, these people, I know they cannot do it without us black people. They cannot do it without us. So right now, they're stopping us to go back to their country, but they're the ones who they want to come here in Africa. They're the ones who want to go in the Caribbean to take some of the things that the Africans they have, to take some of the things that Caribbean they have. So these people, they depend so much in Africa, as much as they are trying to chase away black people in their own country, but also for us people, we need also to chase them away in our country because they are making it difficult for us to go in their country. Also, we as black people, we should make it difficult for them to come here in our country. And also, we as black people, we should unite. The Caribbean, we should unite with the black people here in Africa. African and Caribbean and the black Americans, we need to come together. We should unite so that we can become strong, so that we can call our leaders to create more jobs, to create more opportunity, to develop our country so that we can stop going to these people's land. So guys, thank you so much, guys. Kindly subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share and comment. See you on my next one, guys. Bye bye.